Good morning. Don't normally do this, but in this case I'm making an exception. I don't normally do food reviews. A while back my wife bought some green chili burros from Smart and Final, although you can get these in many different places, and they're not particularly good. But when we had run out of them, she wanted more, and she wasn't paying attention and thought she was buying the green chili burros, and she was buying the chimichanga. Now, in all actuality, they're almost exactly the same. The only difference is that I think these get sprayed with some kind of nasty oil to make them kind of taste like a chimichanga. But I just want to go over this real quick because this is a prime example of the bullshit of food marketing and truth in advertising. First, let's start with a picture taken directly from their website. And if you notice that this burrito, which is sitting on a bed of fries, or a bed of chips with some salsa, is plumb full of meat and cheese and green chili, and it has a nice thin, maybe 2 layers of tortilla, and it looks extremely appetizing. This is in sharp contrast with the diaper full of baby shit that you're gonna see inside of this package. First thing I want to let you know is that never try to reheat these things frozen, because what will happen is that the two ends will heat up hotter than the center of the sun, and the center of this will be frozen solid or cold when you do finally eat it. No matter how warm the burrito feels, when you actually go to eat it, you'll get to the middle and it'll be frozen. You'll have burn the skin off of the roof of your mouth on either end, and then you'll get greeted with cold disappointment in the middle. The other annoying thing is that these are packaged in the noisiest plastic I think I've ever heard, short of that stupid Suncrisp packaging. And let's look at what this thing says. It says, made with real cheese, chimichanga, steak, and cheese. And I'm going to go over the ingredients here. I'm not going to read them in detail. I'll zoom in and you can pause and read them if you feel like it. This thing is 350 calories, which is pretty insane considering that there's almost nothing in here but a tortilla. It's made by Ajinomoto Foods of North America in Ontario, Canada. Oh, well, you know, when you want authentic Mexican food, you often think of Canada. So it does contain cheddar cheese, or so it says. It says shredded beef steak. I think the term steak is used loosely here, because I think any piece of meat cut into a half-inch thick slice and grilled would be considered steak. But we don't know what cut of meat this is. I would guess it's shank or something else, because it's oftentimes, if there is a chunk of meat in here, it is insanely tough and stringy. These are not in the least bit spicy. They contain green chilies, Or let me rephrase that, they contain the skin of green chilies. So let's weigh this thing. I think this is actually cooled off since I just nuked it a few minutes ago, and it was defrosted. So we're going to put this to ounces. And it should be 5 ounces. So it's 5.35 ounces. Let's see how much it weighs. Without the wrapper. Or how much the wrapper weighs. So it's 0.05. So already you can see that this is just an absolutely lovely looking thing. It's supposed to be deep fried, and the whole point of deep frying something is for it to have a crispy, crunchy outside covering. And apparently these were deep fried, probably for about 10 seconds. Let's see what they say about heating these, if there is any cooking instructions. It does say you can either cook it in a microwave or in a conventional oven, 350 degrees for 22 to 25 minutes. And make sure that you take it out of the wrapper, because you wouldn't want to eat melted plastic. Oh jeez. It says to heat this on high for 1 minute 30 to 1 minute 45 seconds. I can tell you that if you do that, it will explode. It will absolutely explode. What I do is I heat it for 30 seconds, change position, and heat it for another 30 seconds if it's thawed. If it's not thawed, you have to heat it up for like a minute, change positions, heat it up for like a minute, and then let it sit wrapped in a tea towel or something, and then you may have to nuke it for an additional 30 seconds to get it warm, and then it'll still be cold. So yeah, we got 5.35 ounces, and now once again, remember that picture of a nicely stuffed burrito. This is not even close to that. If it was, they took all the filling and they pushed it all into one corner. You will find that it's extremely thin on one side, and this is why they explode. So this folded side is the thin side, and look at that. So that is the extent of the insides of this burrito. A big chunk of cheese. See, I told you there's a skin of a green chili. These are extremely tough and annoying, and there's almost always one in every one of these things. So you get that as a bonus. Here is a piece of meat, and it's extremely tough. And then the rest of it is this puree of meat, cheese, and sauce. These do not have beans in it. I don't like beans in my burritos. It's unnecessary filler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat. It is lunchtime. I'm going to eat this filling. Doesn't that look appetizing? Like baby shit. There's a nice. Oh dear. Yeah. There's another piece of skin, and this is where the stem, or part of the stem of the green chili. So, you know, there's always a bonus in these things. There's always, almost every single one of these has it. I think they went out of their way to make sure that you got every piece of a green chili in here. The flavor of the meat and the filling is not bad. I mean, it has a hint of green chili flavor. Not even the slightest bit spicy. Ketchup, it would be spicier than this. Oh yeah. Oh look, here's another green chili skin. So remember, this is 5.35 ounces of for the whole burrito. So let's weigh this again. And see how much we lost from eating the filling. 3.9 ounces. So there was almost a little more than an ounce of filling in there. That right there is a meal. I mean, wow. I mean, how tasty is that? But look at this. Here, let me cut this so you can see how much tortilla is in this. There is a ridiculous amount. Let me eat this. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, you get that taste of oil. They did make an attempt to fry this, and just enough so it tastes like oil, but that it's not crispy. So it's really kind of a nauseating texture. But oh boy. You know, Big Clive would probably go for this. So we got 1, 2, 3, almost 4 layers of tortilla on the one side. So, you know, it's got that going for it, which is nice. I mean, on burritos, I actually kind of like the tortilla if they're done right, but they're soggy. But they are flavored with the filling a bit, and you know that hint of fryer oil that they were dragged through for about a second. Well,
can I be excused? I'm not feeling well. Please, can I be excused?
Now, the best part about this is we bought this in a giant bag of them. I don't know how many were in it, like, I don't know, 20, maybe more. So we get to eat these for quite a while. And, no, look, there's some hidden meat in here. Another piece of green chili. Yep. Yeah, this stuff, wow. Oh, there we go again. Might have a whole green chili here in a minute. When I was a kid, I used to stop at the Circle K or 7-Eleven, and there was a local company that made red chili and green chili burritos. Probably one of the best 7-Eleven corner store burritos I've ever had. And the company went out of business because even though they made really good burritos and they put a lot of filling in them, they couldn't compete with wonderful crap like this. Yep. It's gummy and gooey and sticky. I mean, maybe if I was stoned, this would probably be okay. But, yeah. Well, there you go. Posada Chimichanga steak and cheese burrito. Boy.